They bring it to the market in countless different products that Canadians take for granted. They built this city. They built the hammer with their hard work. They are the backbone of our nation. We used to have a promise in Canada. Here was the deal. Hard work got you a powerful paycheck that bought an affordable home and food in safe neighborhoods. That deal, like everything else, after 9 years of Justin Trudeau, is broken. Inflation is at a 40-year high. Housing costs have doubled nationwide and tripled in Hamilton. It's now impossible for your standard manufacturing job to pay enough to buy a home in most major markets. Housing costs have risen faster in the last 9 years in Canada than in any other G7 country, and they're almost twice as high as in the neighboring United States towns. Crime, chaos, drugs, and disorder are rampant in our streets. And you would think that the NDP would be outraged by this. They used to stand up for the working men and women. But nope, they've signed on. Jagmeet Singh is delaying the election until next year when he qualifies for a pension. $2.2 million, paid for by these hardworking people. Sell-out Singh has betrayed these workers. He gets his pension, Trudeau gets power, these workers get the bill. Now, Trudeau's policies have gotten even worse. He's bringing in a 61 cent a litre carbon tax. That will add up to $300 million in costs for this plant alone, bleeding more of our jobs and paychecks to other countries around the world. As a result, Canada's middle class is now far poorer than the United States. We have the slowest growing economy in the OECD. Our economy has shrunk more than any other G7 country, most of which have actually grown. The carbon tax is killing $25 billion a year of wages and other benefits for families, and he's blocking resource projects so oil, gas, and mining production go to dirty dictatorships rather than coming here to Canada. Meanwhile, the Communist Party in Beijing, which Justin Trudeau says he admires so much, is exploiting weak labor and environmental standards to produce artificially cheap steel, aluminum, and EVs that create more pollution. They have stolen technology from Western countries, limited access to global supply chains, and have massively subsidized steel, aluminum, and EV industries. They're doing this with the goal of crushing our steel, our aluminum, and our automotive production and taking our jobs away. Trudeau has failed to protect our workers against this economic predation. In fact, he's refused to match U.S. tariffs on Chinese-made electric vehicles. The U.S. first introduced tariffs to counteract Chinese-made vehicles years ago, and other tariffs have now been in place for 6 years. Meanwhile, Trudeau has done nothing to protect our workers and our jobs. Worse than that, this is where it gets really crazy. He's giving out rebates for people to buy Chinese-made cars. So let's get this straight. Justin Trudeau and sellout Singh want to give taxpayer-funded subsidies for buying Chinese-made cars while they impose tax penalties on the manufacturing of Canadian-made cars. No wonder hundreds of billions of dollars have left our country and are creating jobs in other countries.